sad about it, so sad about it.
Blow your mind.
Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Yeah. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Yeah. Go yo, then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello? That's the check calling. Let me click over real quick to let my check talk it. I eat it, ooh, Pac-Man. That's the way my neck talking. Right? I ain't never coming back. The way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack, my bad. But I'm past that. But a NASDAQ, that's cash. When the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go. You don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab brown man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit. I'm glad when the check missed the direct hit. I'm sad like, who's that knocking at my window? My window. They say that it's the money. I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you up like a limbo. She said she not a, she an. Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad.
Coach, thanks. As mentioned, we are on the North Shore of Pittsburgh. It's sold out Heinz Field in the Steel City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington Redskins and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
That! 180!
55! Hey, eat!
Big. Watch the screen! Watch the screen!
Now a handoff here to his running back. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Check 55, Mike. I got you. Double. Deuce.
On 2nd and 9, Roethlisberger. And he connects with Vance McDonald. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
Hey!
Motion. Watch twist.
Take both of them. Check.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. Not the start they envisioned. Looks like a 3-and-out. And for a team that hasn't won a game in a while, that's tough.
And what we have to look out for and keep an eye on is the same thing that their coaches are doing. Wanting to see if guys are going to get discouraged early and sag because of what's happened in the recent losing streak. Can they stay with it despite a tough first drive?
Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their own 13. Covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. Only able to make it to the 15 after the nice move. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. We hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
The Redskins send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Can't ask for much more than that. A 50-yard punt followed by a loss on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Mark 55! Mark 55! I'm coming for you! You mine!
Back! He's cracking up!
Here's Roethlisberger. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Montez Sweat in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So the sack and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger.
These 2. I'm letting you know right now, you better. No foul! Mike 55! Mike 55!
Smooth!
And that'll set them back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Check.
Keep these 2.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
At their own 31-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Second down, Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. 3 catches now this afternoon, the same number he had all of last week. Also, it's a first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Now Haskins to throw it. And he completes it to Wilson. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Here's Haskins. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass. Throwing again, here's Haskins. They'll find Miller, that's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 41-yard line.
And the Redskin first down.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Out of the gun, Geis. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Shotgun handoff now to Geis. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A Redskin first down. The pickup 15 yards.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now after the run by Geis, here's 1st and 10. Haskins looking to throw on first down. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the Steelers' 15-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Looking to throw, Haskins. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. He had 3 catches last week. That one, his 3rd on this drive alone.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains, And really, it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
Geis, they'll try to run it. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Second and goal from the 6 this time. Now it's Haskins. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Scott Miller, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
Touchdown, Washington. The kicker on for the extra point.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0.
Steelers, nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Check 52. 50.
Now Roethlisberger. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. James Washington was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
230. 55. Hey, eat. Take 2 of them. Watch the run. Switch. Quarter. Check 15. Switch.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
That second down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Take both of them. Too little. Slam. Check 26. Show that bench release and go.
Here's Roethlisberger. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Here's Haskins to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
The Redskins have the first down on a pickup of 18.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. On the draw, they go to Geis. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Now on 2nd and 13. Haskins. It's hauled in by Wilson. 6'4" tight end. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. They'll run with Geis. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the lead moves to 10-zip. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny? When we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now Roethlisberger to throw. Complete. It's Johnson. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
180. 8. Check right. Watch it, you five. Hey, watch the slant. Middle. Watch out. You good? Check three. 22, 44.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
No spacing. Quarter. These 2. 55. Take me up. Here we go. 36. Check 99.
From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. He finds his man Johnson. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Reuben Foster able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
All day, defense, all day, all day.
Solid, 5 down.
Check 25. Kill.
Why they touch?
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
That's a double win there, partner. You keep out of the return man's hands, and you pin him inside the 5-yard line. Pretty darn good.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Well, what's the plan of attack here? Very late second quarter, and look where the ball is.
Yeah, a bad spot for you. But the defense has all 3 timeouts. So what you're telling your team is ball security number 1. It's not all on the running backs if you decide to run the football. That offensive line has got to protect them and wedge out some space because you can't just kneel. They take 3 timeouts. They're going to get the ball back in good field position with a chance to put points on the board. You've got to try and get a first down and run out this first half.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now a give, right side, it's Geis. And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will it be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. On second down, here's Haskins. He gets it in the hands of Geis. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Haskins, and he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first.
And a Redskin first down.
Haskins now. Still just the one incompletion. 16 of 17. It's first down. On first down, this is Geis. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
At the 43-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Haskins to throw on second down. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down.
First down, Washington.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Geis. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now Haskins on first down. He's got his running back, Darius Geis. And down inside the 15 he goes. Give the Redskins 13 there on a first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. On 2nd down, Love. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the 3rd quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. Again, Geis. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you...
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
World! Check 55 to Mike. Check 55.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Joker. Watch the safety creep. Hey. 77.
Roethlisberger will throw. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Hey, alert.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Begin. Hey, let's go. Come on.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
On first down, it's Haskins. Able to find his running back, Geis.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Lucky.
Now a run with Geis. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And Wilson has it. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin first down.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Haskins now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Here's Geis. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
From the 29, Haskins. This ball caught by his tight end, Wilson. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The Redskins on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This time it's 3rd and 3. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Let's go. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. I got you, boy. I got you, boy. Switch.
Now it's Roethlisberger. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Now, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 11.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Hey, alert. 44.
90 is the mic.
I got him.
Here's Roethlisberger. Finds his running back, James Conner. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a 1st down.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out.
Hey, check Mike.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. Got an open man, it's Washington. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43.
Mike 55.
Again, it's Roethlisberger. He gets this one to Johnson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. Roethlisberger now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. 55's Mike, guys, 55.
On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Right there in the middle. 55.
Watch the screen.
Hey, check Mike. Watch 55.
2nd and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. Forced out to his left. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And it's 3rd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a 1st down.
They're going on 4th down. It's Roethlisberger. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. James Washington, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Looking to throw, Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Now it's Haskins. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give the Redskins 13 there and a first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A Redskin first down. The pickup 15 yards. Haskins going to try to throw it. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. So a victory here for the Washington Redskins. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for Washington, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll get an extra week to think about it as the midseason bye might be coming at just the right time. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.